Hello, Cancer. Elsie here to do your weekly reading. Yep, it is for the week. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. Now, look, this reading could be for today, tomorrow, next year. Who knows? That's how time works. It's not linear. It's not limited to 7 days. It is going to happen when it's going to happen. So I'm just hoping that the energy I'm pulling is for the most recent energy, Cancer. We are going to use this deck. It is the Yuletide Tarot. And I'm going to thank you, first of all, for all the ways you've loved me this year in 2025. Thank you for loving on the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your subscriptions. I really am grateful for those of you who do decide to subscribe. And look, if you're coming through if I'm coming through your feed anyway, all up in your business, you might as well just hit the subscription button. And if this is your first time you're seeing me, welcome. I hope you will stay. But if you don't, I get it. There's a lot of beautiful readers out there. All right, at the end of this video, I'm going to talk about an extended. I'm also going to tell you about the private read sale that I have that's going on until the end of the year. Let's find out what's going on for you, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We're doing a 9-card draw this week, Cancer. Tell me about Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, okay. Got the Two of Cups here. What's going on with this? Tell me about the Two of Cups for Cancer, please. We've got the Five of Wands in the reverse. Oh, I kind of like that because there's no more hesitation when the Five of Wands is in the reverse. It's like I'm going to take care of it. No more hesitation. I don't care if there's competition. I've gotten my perspective, and it's time for me to move forward here. Cancer, I feel like you're about to deepen a connection with someone. You're about to share a little bit of yourself with someone. Now, Cancer doesn't share everything all at once. We all know that. If you know Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, you will know that Cancer kind of likes to keep it under the surface. But the Two of Cups is here, and the Two of Cups is the deepening of a connection. So it looks like you're willing to share with someone whatever they're willing to share with you. I think the Five of Wands is telling me that it is time for you to do that because you've decided your perspective you've come up with after looking at it from all the angles here is that, you know what, I got to stop worrying about the competition. I'm just going to go in, I'm going to do it, I'm going to say, hey, do you want to come out? This could be a friendship, by the way. The Two of Cups isn't always about love. It's about sharing emotions back and forth. It's about the extending of the hand one to the other. And so it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be someone in your family. It could be a friend. But it feels like somebody here has decided, I'm no longer in indecision. I've gotten my perspective. I know I've been in a pause, but it took me time to realize that I value this. I value this connection, and I want to deepen that connection. I want to build some emotional trust. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Moon energy. And we've got the Tower. Very interesting. It might take a tower to get you out of the tree. I'm just saying, I feel that when you do make this decision, and I think you will, Cancer, when you do make this decision that you are going to step forward and try and strengthen a bond between you and another, I feel that it shifts everything. It feels like you begin to grow roots. Things become more sturdy, more solid. You begin to trust yourself and your intuition. Because I feel like the Moon energy being at the center of all things is freaking you out just a little bit. I know that this is Cancer energy, right? Pisces as well. We got the Moon here. But it feels like you are in this energy of it could go either way. I'm not really sure. It could go either way, and things are not as they seem. So I think that the Moon energy freaks you out just a little bit, but I do feel like this Tower energy, the lightning tree, is showing up to shift the Moon energy and the Hanged Man energy, because these are two places where we get comfortable and where we end up pausing because we don't really want to, this person that's hanging from the tree, there's no one around, right? This person's got to cut themselves out of the tree, which means it's going to be painful. At least that's what I surmise as someone who watches patterns, right? And we have the Moon energy here. It is a little bit terrifying to be in the Moon energy because you never know what's going to come out of the darkness. The Ace of Pentacles is here. So I feel like you might either, Cancer, receive something from someone, or you might send something to someone, gift-like. So it could be flowers you might receive, or maybe a small trinket, or maybe it's a card, maybe it's a holiday card, but it feels like somebody here is about to reach out and you don't know it, but it's about to shift everything. You could be the person reaching out, right? This is a general reading, so flip-flop it as it resonates for you, if it does at all, and it's okay if it doesn't. Let's find out what is going on the bottom row here. Tell me more about Cancer. We've got the Three of Swords. We've got the Strength card, and we've got the Nine of Swords. You know what this is? This is an offering. That's what that is. It feels like an offering, Cancer. And I think that somebody here does want to deepen the connection by giving an offering. Now, this is an Ace of Pentacles. It's not an Ace of Cups. It's an Ace of Pentacles. It's practical. It's practical. It's moving slowly. It's something that is tangible in the 3D. So I feel like somebody here either sends a card or some flowers, or maybe a message that says, hey, do you want to get together and see each other face to face? That's what I do perceive the Pentacles to be as well. This particular one shows there is a gift sitting at the door, so it might be something that someone maybe orders something off Amazon and sends it to you. It feels like something is going to show up at your door, so it doesn't necessarily have to be this person, but it does feel like it's an offering. I feel like whoever is doing the sending is in this Three of Swords energy, feeling like, because this Five of Wands is in the reverse, it tells me somebody feels like there might be some competition around, but is going to ignore the competition and decide to move forward. But look, we've got 2 against 1 here. You can see the way the swords are set up. And so it feels like somebody here feels like you're already paired off, Cancer. Or, it feels like you're already paired off. Maybe I'm the odd one out. Maybe I'm going to make this offering and my heart's going to be broken, or I'm going to be disappointed. I feel like you're facing something. What you're facing is whatever is in the deep, because we've got the moon energy here, Cancer. So I feel, and that's your ruling energy, right? So it feels like here that you're about to face something that you've been holding back from. And although it's worrisome, I feel like the Tower shows up as mercy. Like I always say to you guys, the Tower shows up as mercy. Whether we like it or not, when the Tower shows up, it's because we've been stagnant for a while. Maybe in the moon energy, maybe hanging in the tree, right? Maybe in the Hanged Man energy, maybe in this place of pause. And so the Tower usually shows up and we think it's destruction and it's a shit show and everything moves sideways and shifts and we're not ready for it because you're the Taurus of the water signs and you don't really move quickly. I feel like this Tower seems a little bit terrifying. So I feel like you're the cause of the Tower, to be honest. I feel like if you are the one who is sending the invitation or asking someone out or giving some sort of an offering, I would say. An offering to bring someone closer so you can connect with them or connect with them deeper. Deepen our friendship, deepen this connection that we have within the family. Look, on big families, sometimes we pair off cousins, right? Sisters, brothers. And so it feels like you're trying to pay specific attention to some sort of connection. I'm going to put down 2 cards. We're going to find out what's going on underneath the surface. Tell me about Cancer. We've got the Knight of Candles. Oh, so the Knight of Wands is here. And then the Empress is here. I think this energy is telling me here that you're hoping it doesn't fall off the tracks. You're hoping you're not making a quick move or a risky move or something that isn't going to work out in your favor. We've got the child looking at the train on the tracks here. And so I feel like you're hoping it doesn't fall off the tracks if you move too quickly. I feel like that you're feeling pretty confident, I would say. We've got the Empress here. I was going to say the High Priestess. I suppose she kind of is. I feel as though you already understand that there is a path that's about to open up, and I think that you see it as an abundant path. The Empress is pregnant with an idea, pregnant with a new cycle, pregnant with a child. It could be whatever is being birthed is something new. It's to be celebrated. I feel like you're wondering, am I sturdy enough? Am I solid enough? Am I ready for the new abundant beginning? So I think you're sort of questioning yourself. Let's talk about this Five of Wands first. Why is it in the reverse? It feels like there could be competition, but I feel like you're in the energy of, you know what? I'm just going to ignore the competition. I'm no longer in indecision. I know what I want. But it doesn't mean that you're exactly ready for it. But I think that it's an act of bravery, Knight of Wands, to do things that you're scared of. Tell me what's going on with the Five of Wands in the reverse. We've got the Star. We've got the Five of Cups in the reverse. I like it when it comes up in the reverse. And we've got the Hermit. Okay. So I feel like you've been hermiting for a bit. You've been by yourself or keeping to yourself or doing things for you, possibly going through dark night of the soul. The Moon and the Hermit are here together. That tells me you might have been going through some sort of spiritual reckoning. So it could be leading to an awakening, right? Because these three indicate that there could be an awakening or a reckoning coming here. But it feels like you've been spending a lot of time by yourself, doing your own thing, thinking about what path you're on. Do you have enough light to keep moving on the path? I think that you're, the reason that the Five of Wands is in the reverse, because you're very hopeful of that your manifestation is going to come true. So the Star being here with the Five of Cups in the reverse is, I really hope I'm not going to be disappointed. But I'm going to do it anyway, because if I don't do it, I'm going to be in regret, and I don't want to be in regret. Five of Cups in the reverse is, I don't want to leave anything on the table. I don't want to get to where I'm going and say I shoulda, coulda, woulda. I don't think you want to do that to yourself. So I feel like you have been really thinking about it during this spiritual awakening time, and you've decided to be brave through the moon energy anyway, and maybe offer someone something here. This Ace of Pentacles looks like an offering. It's a gift. It's being left at the door. So it could come as a delivery, could come as an email. It could be a message that's been sitting somewhere in your junk folder or in your spam folder on one of your social media platforms. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. We've got the Three of Cups, and we've got the Six of Wands. Yeah, so I do feel like, Cancer, it feels like you could be wanting to reach out to someone or send them something. Could be the other way around too, right? The Seven of, regardless of which way it's going, the Seven of Pentacles, this particular depiction shows somebody who's very excited because they've bought the gifts, wrapped the gifts, put them under the bed, and they're just sort of going back there and looking at them, waiting for the right time to pull them out here. So it feels like it's a waiting process here, that you want to make sure you do it at the right time. You want to ask for this reunion at the right time. Do you want to come out? Can I buy you a coffee? Can I buy you dinner? It feels like somebody here, Six of Wands, wants the victory, absolutely. And also wants to give attention to this ace, wants to get somebody's attention with the Ace of Pentacles. I think that's how you're going to get someone's attention, or how they're going to get your attention. I think that this Ace of Pentacles, whatever it is that comes to your door, I feel it is, whether it's a card or a trinket or an invitation or some flowers or whatever it is, it feels like it makes you happy. It makes you feel like you've been tended to. So I think that the Six of Wands is telling me that somebody is coming out of the dark night of the soul, right? And is going to make an offer to somebody, and it's going to shift everything. It's going to shift everything in a very positive way. I feel like you're hoping it's not too quick, it's not too forward, because the Knight of Wands can be both of those things. Tell me what happens with the Tower, please. Tell me what shifts. I think it shifts you out of this place where you've been stalling or holding back or trying to get a perspective, trying to see it from another point of view. I think it shifts you, and as the shift comes, I feel like there's like a rush of adrenaline. It feels like a bit of worry. Oh crap, now it's in motion and I can't take it back. Tell me about the Tower. We've got the Four of Cups. You are terrified because now you have to step outside your comfort zone. Inside your comfort zone is everything you know, everything you've learned. There's certificates on the wall. Maybe you've, it's like graduating something and getting the confirmation via the certificate that you actually know what you're talking about. It feels like books are in the background. Here, somebody is calling for information, possibly. So it feels like you have to step out of your comfort zone here. We've got the King of Wands. The Seven of Wands is here. Death card. And so it feels like something here is about to change. It does feel like this King of Wands has the wisdom to know when to go, what to do, when to do it, right? Right now, the King of Wands is sat in that chair, comfortable, smoking that pipe, book in the lap, comfortable situation. I know my fire, and I know when to use my fire. I don't have to use it all the time. So I feel like this, somebody here is protecting their fire, but also knows that they're going to have to use that fire at some point to get outside the comfort zone. That's the bravery part of it. I'm going to have to be brave enough to step outside of this comfort zone, right? That is guarded heavily by the Seven of Wands. I'm going to have to stand up for myself. I'm going to have to be noticed. I'm going to have to share my light with somebody. This person here is carrying a candle. I'm going to have to share my light with someone. The Hermit is carrying a lamp. All right. You know what? I think what we'll do is we'll leave it here and we'll go into the extended. We're going to look at this here. I feel like you are worried about not knowing what the outcome is going to be. It's going to shift everything. It's going to feel crazy for a little bit, this rush of adrenaline here. You're about to face something. You think that this person, if it is romantic, that they might already be with somebody, or that somebody might be in their ear saying, no, you don't want to talk to Cancer. So I feel like there is a bit of a worry. I think that you're holding on to the Ace of Cups here, holding on to the heart space. I don't want my heart broken. I don't want my heart broken. I don't want my heart broken, whether it's platonic or romantic. I feel like you're hoping that this person does not take your step forward as manipulation. That's the Magician in the reverse. So, and I feel like you're hoping that this person doesn't see you as someone who's being too forward. We're going to go into the extended. If you would like to be there, please go to the top of the pinned comments. And at the top of the pinned comments, or top of the comments, there's one pinned comment. There you will find a link to the membership area, which is where all the extendeds go. It's where they go to live. And if you want at least 4 extendeds in a month, then please, for your sign, then please go to the extended. You can have more, of course, if you're watching for more signs. And if you are interested in a private read, right now I do have a sale on 10%. It's only till the end of the year, 11:59 p.m. on December the 31st, 10% off of all of my pre-recorded readings. And if you're interested in that sale, please go to the pinned comment and take the code holiday Happy Solstice 25. Happy Solstice to you, by the way. The winter solstice is here, and it's a brand new beginning. I hope you'll find a solstice ritual, something that will take you into the new year. I'm going to go into the extended, and if you would like to be there, I will see you there. And if you're not going to be there, that's cool. I'll be back because I'm always back, so I will see you again. Thank you so much for all the ways you've been loving me on me this year, Cancer. I'm out. Bye-bye.